All right, we back in the place to be. You already know what it is. This is the CSP show, and we are strictly talking sports. We are strictly talking sports. And let me go ahead and get everything right. Go ahead and get my sound right.
Okay.
This is episode 19 of the CSP show where we just talking sports, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. You can find this episode and all other episodes on all streaming platforms. This is episode 19 of the CSP show. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into it. LSU, big shout out to LSU for winning that natty. They beat Iowa in the women's national championship, and I think this was the most televised game in women's college sports. So big shout out to LSU for winning that national. They beat Iowa. Angel Reese. She came to play. She balled out in the game. I guess she had some beef with Caitlin Clark. I think that's what her name is. She did the John Cena "You Can't See Me" towards the end of the game, which caused some tension or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you being competitive in sports, I mean, I guess emotions gonna run high. You know what I'm saying? I guess they was beefing. I don't know if they was beefing before the national or whatever. I heard Caitlin Clark was dope at her position. You know what I'm saying? But since post game, I guess they cleaned it up. But I guess Angel Reese was catching some backlash from it. But however it go, man. Big shout out to Angel Reese for balling out, winning the LSU. Her, I guess it was Angel Reese, Alex Morris. I can't pronounce the other girl name, Flosia or something like that. The rapper, she be rapping on the side. Camouflage daughter, you know. So yeah, man, big shout out to LSU for winning that natty, man. Putting LSU on the map. Like I said, I think it was their first natty. So big shout out to them for doing their thing. And since then, Angel Reese, she's been, she been getting these Neil deals, and I think some of her Neil deals is like in the mills, almost hitting the mill at least. You know what I'm saying? So, she doing a thing though. Men's basketball, going to men's basketball. UConn ended up beating, I think, San Diego State. I was hoping FAU would make it. I'm a Florida boy. I'll go for all the Florida teams. I was hoping FAU, if not FAU, Miami. But San Diego couldn't pull it out, so UConn won the Natty for the men's division. So it was crazy for the men's March Madness, man. Crazy, crazy year. But UConn, they ended up doing their thing, man. And it is what it is. Looking forward to next year. And since we on the topic of basketball, NBA playoffs just started. Well, we're going into the NBA playoffs, and like I said, I go for all my Florida teams, man. I like Miami. I'm hoping Orlando get it together. Uh, you know, but that's just not gonna happen. I'm on the East Coast, so I like to see my East teams like Boston. Like I like Boston. I like Atlanta. Don't get it twisted. I like Atlanta, but I think Milwaukee is the number one seed right now, and Milwaukee look good. Milwaukee looks really good right now. They look dope. They look like they can be contenders to win it again. And don't get it twisted. I do like Boston. I like Boston. Smart, Tatum, Jalen Brown, Williams, um, Brogdon. Them boys look like they can run it again, but they can't. They can't have a season like they did last year, come all this way and then flop in the finals. They need to find a way to win. You know what I'm saying? Like Jason Tatum, you got to find a way to become MVP in these finals if you make it there, because Boston looked good. The 76ers look good. You feel me? And you running into some teams that want it. And Milwaukee, they look like they want it. And Giannis, that boy look like he want it for real. And I'm hoping Boston go all the way. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of the playoffs, man, like I said, of the NBA, um, I'm hoping that Boston go all the way. But we'll see over there in the West. The Lakers, they made it in. I don't know. I really don't pay too much attention going on in the West. I think the Grizzlies are doing pretty good. The Lakers are doing okay. So we'll see. We'll see how this thing play out, man. But it's gonna be a good playoffs coming up. And speaking of like the playoffs, um, somebody got to step up. Like I was saying, Jason Tatum got to step up to become a MVP in these playoffs, so he won't have a season like he did last year. And to step up, man, or to become an MVP, you're going into GOAT status. And to become a GOAT, man, I just don't think we will ever see a GOAT. And I'm going to say GOAT, and I'm just going to say GOAT to pertaining to the NBA right now, since I'm talking about basketball. I don't know if we will ever see another GOAT in the NBA. We might see another GOAT in other sports, but I'm just gonna keep it NBA right quick. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see another GOAT in the NBA. Like, there's some other GOATs out there besides LeBron. Like, LeBron is a true GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Broke the NBA all-time scoring record. Yeah, I mean, he's today's GOAT. But my all-time GOAT will always be Jordan. Always going to be Jordan. Came up in the Jordan era. That's going to be always be my GOAT. But I don't know will we ever see a GOAT. Like, what are the factors or criteria to be a GOAT now, because the rules change every so many odd years now. I mean, of course, we got factors like points. You got to hit them points. You got to get them numbers up. MVPs, you feel me? Stats play a big role in becoming a GOAT. But I think it's other stuff out there. I mean, I think it's other criterias to becoming a GOAT for real. You feel me? I think like rules. I think rules play a huge role in becoming a GOAT. Like the rules changing every so often. Like if you like back then, the rules was a lot lenient than how it is now. Back then you probably can hit somebody, elbow them, and you wouldn't get a tech or a flagrant like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all about safety and not hurting players. I mean, which is cool, but I think rules play a huge role in how you cater to your game now. You know what I'm saying? And it just I think it's harder now to reach GOAT status than how it was back then. Like in Jordan days, those guys really balled out. Like they was really physical. They left it all on the court. Like they bodied you. They went after it. And now you really can't get physical like that back then. You feel me? Another thing about hitting GOAT status that really changed the game to me, this is my criteria, is competitiveness. I really don't really see the competitiveness like how it was back then in like the the early 90s, um mid '90s, early 2000s. I just don't really see that hunger ever since social media broke. I think that the dynamics has changed on wanting to be a goat now. I mean, I feel like yeah, you want to play ball, but I think it's a lot of influences that change the mindset. Um, like I said, I'm always refer back to what I watched when I was growing up watching basketball. Those guys competed for that title. The competitiveness, the hunger of wanting that title was almost as if like was bragging rights. You feel me? Like having that MVP trophy in the case said a lot. And I just don't see players really they really was more concerned about the check more than they really was concerned about the trophy. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of how it is in today's. Like, don't get it twisted. I really feel like it's some players out there that really do want to go after that title. I really do feel like it's players out there that really want it, but it's not as widespread as it was back then. The Detroit Pistons with Isaiah Thomas, the Lakers with Magic. I'm either take a father with Shaq and Kobe, the 76ers, Iverson and Mutombo. Like those players, they wanted it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a different time and competitiveness. You feel me? So I just think the competitiveness, it really just different than what I see now in today's game. Now, don't get it twisted. Like I said, it's some players like that, like Embiid. That boy come out there and that boy put it all. Luca in Dallas, that boy ball. I think John Morant come out and ball. But it's just like the subtle differences, I guess, in some of the players around them. I guess it's like the suit with the competitiveness and the rule change. It kind of just seems watered down. And then like the love of the game, that factor in and being GOAT status. Like just like I said, these are just my opinions on the criteria on what will make you be a GOAT at your sport. And I'm just talking about basketball because it's basketball season. You feel me? Um, just the love of the game. I just don't see players having that love. I mean, I see players who's always asking about where the bag at, where the money at. You know what I'm saying? Clout chasing. Um, it's just that I just don't see that love. Like Kobe, man. Kobe loved this. Kobe loved it. He loved to get out here and hoop. You know what I'm saying? Kobe in the finals. Man, we got some more games left to play. I ain't even talking about winning right now. We got to finish this. You feel me? All those type of statements, the love of the game, the competitiveness, you know what I'm saying, the rules, all that tie in. I think all those play a role in how you become a GOAT, and I think it's changing the more and more time goes on as is being a GOAT. I think I was lucky enough to see, Kobe and Shaq, Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman. It's just crazy to see how the game has evolved to where it is now. Like I still enjoy watching basketball, but I just will we ever see another GOAT on that caliber? Like I think we'll still see good players. Don't get it twisted. I think we'll still see players ball out, but to see like Zion, the Pelicans, bro, what? Ben Simmons, what is going on? Like these people, like I don't know what is happening. It's like it's trending. Like mental health, I think is important. Of course, I think mental health is important. I think be in a position to be healthy to play this game is important. But I think excuses is all I'm hearing from some of these top picks is getting crazy. It's like eyebrow raising. You feel me? And I think that nobody is wanting to reach that GOAT status like how it was, back then, and those criterias, the competitiveness, wanting to compete. Like I'm gonna go back to the Jordan era again when he was label him a GOAT. He had he had players that made him earn every accomplishment that he got. Like everybody, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, everybody made him earn. Karl Malone, John Stockton, everybody made him earn it because they got out there and and those guys made him earn it. They competed. You feel me? And now it's just good game. We appreciate it. See you on the next one. And you know, and today, you know, Zion, bruh, what are you doing? Ben Simmons. I mean, don't get it twisted. Steph Curry, GOAT. Kevin Durant, GOAT. Chris Paul, I even consider Chris Paul a GOAT. It's a lot of more GOATs that I feel like in a mid 30s, hitting almost late 30s, that's gonna leave here GOAT status. I feel like, maybe they may not leave here on the caliber of like LeBron, or some of that nature. But then after that, who's next? And I just don't know if I will ever see that. Like if somebody come in here scoring 40 points a game, I'm gonna be like, yo, I was wrong. Let me go back to that. Let me go back to Ep.19 and trip. You feel me? But just that criteria, the rules changing, the competitiveness, the love of the game. As of right now, I just don't, I just don't see anybody having those three to be labeled a GOAT. I mean, of course, somebody might come in here. Jason Tatum, he's a good. He might reach GOAT status. He's still young. Jaylen Brown, they still got good careers ahead of them. Ja Morant, he still got a long run to take off. He still got a career ahead of him. But, I have to wait and see. You feel me? But that was just my thought, on, will we ever see another LeBron? Will we ever see another Steph? And we possibly could, but I just don't see that. I just don't see it trending, right now. You feel me? But hey, that's all I got on this pod, man. Like I said, I hope the East take it in this NBA Finals. Hope Boston pull it out. I really hope Miami get it together because, like I said, I'm a Florida boy. I hope one of my Florida teams make it, but we'll have to see what happens, man. Like I said, this is episode 19 of the CSP show. If you have a dream or a vision, please continue to go after it. I hope everybody have a blessed one, man. Reach out to me if you heard something on this pod that you want to speak on, man. And that's it, man. That's all I got. I'm out. Yeah. Are we running it? We running it? Okay. Okay. Hey, life is like a sunset. Gucci for the frames.